Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. It is Wednesday, and are we going to get rain? I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Dave's over there shaking his head. Not today, maybe, but definitely tomorrow. All right, let me tell you who's on our show today. Eric Wiseman is here with Leak Busters, and he's got quite a history with this community. He's going to tell you how he can help you out with your plumbing needs. Also, we have someone on, a guest from the American Parkinson's Disease Association, and she is going to be talking about a walk coming up. It's called the Southern California Optimism Walk, and she'll be on with Lisa and tell you how you can get involved. Also, the India Club is here, and we got a couple guests telling you about their meeting coming up, a movie they're going to show, and just recently there was the Holi Festival in India. That's that colorful festival. We'll learn all about that as well. Now, meetings today. There are, we have the village traffic hearings, and they're done twice during the day. Not always twice, but today. 9 o'clock in the boardroom, 1 o'clock in Cypress, and then the Thrive Project Thrive Project Task Force Cypress Room at 9:30. Now, I do want to tell you, before I get to the weather, I want to tell you there are a couple vacancies open, one on United and one on GRF. And if you are interested in applying for these, you certainly can. Now, the one for GRF, you need to get your applications in on Wednesday, March 28th by noon. For United, you need to get your applications in on by Friday, March 30th on noon. Now, for this, let me get out of the way here. You can contact Catherine Lassiter, and the way you do that is either email her at catherine.lassiter@vmsinc.org or call direct at 949-597-4265. You may also come up to the second floor of the Community Center building and get your applications there. So again, GRF is due by noon Wednesday, March 28th, and United is due by noon Wednesday, March 30th, or excuse me, Friday, March 30th. Sorry about that. That is Friday. So you got a little bit of time, and then at their meetings, their subsequent meetings after that, they will choose somebody to be on the board, and this is filling out a certain length of terms. You'll get that information. All right, now let me tell you about the weather. And we didn't get rain. Rain's not going to come in now for us to Orange County. Remember I told you yesterday, if this moves rather slowly, then we'll get it a little bit later, and that's what's happening. A lot of rain is beginning to come into Santa Barbara and that area, and they're really worried up there because of all the floodings that they had. So today is going to be mainly Santa Barbara, Ventura County, that area, and into North LA. Then it's going to start to move down for us. Now, I have light rain by late evening, and that looks like it's really going to be about how we get it. Maybe by 8, 9 o'clock, we'll start to see a little bit there. Really, the bulk of the rain for us will happen probably closer to 4 or 5 in the morning. That would be Thursday morning, and last all the way until maybe Friday morning showers. Now, on Thursday, we're going to get the heaviest probably in the morning, and then all the way through noon, and the afternoon it'll start to taper off a little bit. But again, this is a pretty strong system, so it can produce a lot of rain fairly short amount of time. Moving ahead, we see Saturday, mostly sunny, and that's going to be very nice coming into Sunday. And moving on into next week, it doesn't look like any rain coming up at all, and we're just going to hover right around the 70-degree mark all the way through into next week. Now, looking around the area today, Orange County and beyond, you can see the temperatures are all a little bit cooler. Now, this is a warmer system for sure. That is warmer system than what we had previous. So Big Bear probably will not get much snow out of this. They're going to get more rain. They may get a little snow mixed in with that. But certain areas will experience up to 4 to 5 inches of rain, more in the foothills, more in the mountain areas for sure. And all those areas are, again, going to be, as I said, this is a warmer system. It's subtropical. That's why the temperatures aren't going to change. They're going to stay in the mid-60s or so, unlike before, we had them down in the 50s. So still cooler than what we've had, but overall, expect a lot of rain coming in. Very quick note, if you're traveling back east, They're once again experiencing a lot of weather, a lot of blizzards and nor'easters as they call it. So if you're traveling back east, please keep that in mind. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Hey, it's not my birthday. Whose birthday is it?
It's just a reminder.
A reminder of what?
The birthday roll. Anyone that has a Medicare insurance supplement plan, they can change that plan on their birthday month. It's part of the guarantee issue period. Each company has different premium rates. They could save money.
Saving money? What a great birthday present.
It sure is. As independent insurance brokers, we can help educate you so you make the right Medicare choices.
Give us a call.
Tired of earning only 1, 2, or 3% on your investments? Are you ready for consistent and profitable cash flow? With over 30 years' experience, American Mortgage Fund offers high returns paid monthly. Traditional investments can be ambiguous and volatile. With American Mortgage Fund, your investments are backed by residential and commercial real estate. Take control and diversify your portfolio. Call today for your free investment book.
All that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hello. I'm Eric with Leak Busters, your plumber friend in Laguna Woods for over 20 years. To date, we have worked on over 2,000 homes inside Laguna Woods. We have a couple questions for you. If your faucet or water heater springs a leak, who are you going to call? If your drain is clogged or experience a flood, who are you going to call? Please call us, Leak Busters. Who are you going to call?
Leak Busters.
Who are you going to call? Call Leak Busters Plumbing and Restoration, 800-714-9960. Who are you going to call?
Welcome back. With me right now is Eric Wiseman. He is with Leak Busters. In fact, he is the owner of Leak Busters, and you have quite a history with this community as well when it comes to the epoxy lining of the copper pipes, right? So welcome, sir. Nice to have you on.
Glad to be here.
So tell me your background and with this community.
So I've worked in Laguna Woods for probably over 20 years. We used to do just regular plumbing service. I changed out a lot of water heaters and instant water heaters, a lot of water filter systems. But about 5 years ago, we won a contract to do epoxy pipe restoration, and that was for 2,000 homes. And that went extremely well. Epoxy pipe restoration is trying to restore the copper pipes that are failing. Copper pipes fail, they get corrosion inside, a lot like rust on a car, but there's little spots of corrosion. It's a little like chicken pox on the inside of copper, and they call them pinhole leaks. So some of your buildings have been plagued with leaks from copper and drain leaks. So the board, I think the Third Mutual, made a decision to do all the 3-story buildings. And so it was my company that did all the 3-story buildings. Our claim to fame is that we have had no callbacks on any of those units, which is great. We've done about 5,000 homes in Orange
Wow.
County. I only work in Orange County. And you guys are by far our biggest, contract. We're hoping for more contracts. As a matter of fact, in the beginning, they were considering a 20-year contract for the entire city.
Wow.
So I quickly was shocked. There was bidders from all over the world coming from Europe and Canada to
Wow.
bid on
Yeah.
this 20-year contract. So I think it's important to realize these homes are getting older,
Yeah.
and the pipes do need some restoration. So it's called Leak Busters Plumbing and Restoration. So we're also, the Woods is also restoring the drain pipes. So we also have a product to do epoxy coating on drain pipes. And so, as you know, it's better to prevent than cure.
Yeah. So we were talking right before we came on, and you were telling me how copper pipes are failing a little bit faster than they used to. And my question is it because the copper has changed? Is it thinner than it used to be? Is it the way it's put in versus 30, 40 years ago? What's the reasons?
So I've done a fair amount of study as the owner of a company that specializes in this problem. I lean towards studies at a Virginia Tech University. There's a Dr. Mark Edwards who I cite. There's quite a few people that would like to talk about copper being the reason. The fact is copper has not changed. It's always been 99.9% pure copper. The water has changed about 14 years ago. The Metropolitan Water District changed from chlorine to chloramine. Chloramine is a mixture of chlorine and ammonia is known to react with copper.
Okay.
So not far from here in Aliso Viejo and Newport Coast, and the worst is Crystal Cove, we started getting calls in Crystal Cove within 2.5 years old.
Wow.
So in my opinion, as a humble plumber, not a chemist, it has to be a chemical reaction to cause a copper pipe that used to last 40, 50 years to start failing within 2.5 years.
Well, does that mean that homes that are 30 years old, is there enough buildup in it that it's not happening? Or why is it that some of the older homes, the copper is still okay, or at least like in my home, I hope it's okay?
That is great insight on your part. Again, my humble opinion is that with the old water and the older pipes, it had a chance to build up something called a biofilm, which is a natural defensive layer.
Okay.
This new water prevents the biofilm from
interesting.
forming and has no natural defense, so it's exposed to accelerated rates of corrosion.
Wow.
There's also studies that show on larger homes that have a circulating system on the hot water side, 2 to 3 times more aggressive rate of corrosion. So in Newport Coast, we're working quite a bit on larger homes where they have circulating pumps because they have 4 or 5 bathrooms or something.
Yeah.
And then they just have a lot more pinhole leaks.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
So you've done a lot of work in this community, and one of the main reasons you're on today is to talk about how you can help the individual homeowner with their needs, their general plumbing needs. You do that as well, right?
We do regular service calls. We do drain cleaning. We also are installing water heaters, fixing faucets, whatever someone needs as far as plumbing. There's a large number of drain pipes that are also cracking. They don't have corrosion like copper do, but cast iron cracks and creates a lot of water damage as well. So in addition to basic plumbing repairs, we also do water damage restoration. So we're kind of a one-stop shop. We can find the leak, we can fix the leak, we can epoxy coat it to prevent, and then dry the area. And I'm also a general contractor, so we also do drywall patching and then the texturing and the painting.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one stop, as you said, to do all that. And with your history in the community and obviously your knowledge, it is, it's peace of mind for the people here. You're not coming into an area, you don't know. You know this area quite literally inside and out.
I do. One thing I did want to urge when we were talking about copper failing within 2.5 years, I like to ask the question, where is the copper going that's corroding off the pipe? It's our drinking water.
Yeah.
So it's possible that you're drinking heavy metals.
Yeah.
And we plumbers back in 1960 up until almost 80, we were using leaded solder. And so there's a certain amount of lead that's also being drawn from this chloramine into the drinking water. So I think it's important that your viewers know that how important it is to have good drinking water. And so I do stress reverse osmosis filters. They're not a lot of money now. And we install...
Those are the under sink ones?
Under the kitchen sink, because an RO, reverse osmosis, needs to continually clean itself, and it has a certain amount of wastewater, so it drains into something like a kitchen drain. And it's just easy to have a touch flow faucet. My parents, I installed an RO system in there, and they continue to buy bottled water. Bottled water is RO water, so there's no sense in driving to the store every day or every couple days.
Is it the taste, though?
Actually, I did a taste test with them, and I put 2 glasses next to each other, one with my system and one with their water, and they preferred the RO water that I installed.
Wow.
Yeah, and they just didn't know. Some people just believe that the stuff at the store is best.
Yeah. Very interesting that you bring that up. And, you know, quite along those lines, there was just a study done, and the bottled water that you drink, we're talking about the little bottled waters, you know, the different brands, that the microparticles of plastic that they're finding in this, I mean, it's like something like 70% of the samples that this just came out a couple days ago. So that has nothing to do with him, but the point is, what he just talked about is, if you can get your water just as good, and once you put that system in for a lot less money than buying bottled water, then there you go, right? Very interesting. Yeah.
What also is interesting, Dr. Mark Edwards cites heavy metals as being one of the leading causes of certain diseases, like Alzheimer's disease. So it's kind of a big deal, these heavy metals in your drinking water.
Yeah. Well, Eric, you've got a lot of extensive knowledge, not just in the field that you're in, but this community as well. And if folks need help out with whether it's your general plumbing, or maybe you want to put in one of the reverse osmosis systems, Eric and Leakbusters can help you out. And it's great that you have a history with this company. That's wonderful. Now, your website, it's leakbust.com, right?
That's correct.
Yes, and you know, if you do what I do and you just simply Google Leakbusters Orange County, it's going to come up either way. So that's the thing to remember. Eric,
thanks for having me.
A pleasure. Yeah,
yes.
Great knowledge. Love talking with you.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Here is one value I know about life. At some point in the second half, most of us no longer want a speedboat, or a convertible, or a red motor scooter. What we really want is to be in the intellectual company of others, to be able to hear and converse and experience the true joys of life. For some, this is meaningful time with grandchildren, worship services, a favorite restaurant. What you need is not hearing aids. You need hearing care. You need a kind specialist who knows you by name, cares about you as an individual, who is skilled in correct assessment and treatment, who will select a technology, tailor it for your hearing correction, then verify the degree of improvement. Well, this is who we are. If this is the type of care you are looking for, right now we are offering a risk-free 10-day test drive of our tailor-made hearing solutions. Call now for an appointment.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Join the American Parkinson's Disease Association for the Southern California Optimism Walk on Saturday, April 28th, and help raise funds and awareness that will make a difference. Join us at the beautiful South Coast Botanic Garden for a fantastic day filled with inspiration and hope. Register online or call us for more details.
Hi, welcome back. Did you know that every 9 minutes there is a new diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, and approximately 164 people are diagnosed on average per day? Today with me is Janelle Pomeroy, and she is the manager of the Southern California Optimism Walk for the American Parkinson's Disease Association. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Wow, those are some heavy statistics.
Yeah, it's an awful disease, that's for sure.
So tell me a little bit about the disease and how it affects people.
Sure. So Parkinson's disease, or PD for short, is a movement disorder disease. So it affects you both cognitively but also physically. It's a chronic disease and progressive, which means that it just gets worse over time, basically.
Right.
And it can affect, things as simple as speech and walking, movement, but it can also just affect, your day-to-day activities like getting dressed in the morning and using the restroom. And it's an awful disease, and APDA is doing everything that we can to help the fight against it.
Describe to me some of the ailments that people feel. I mean, for instance, you said it affects their speech, so obviously talking is an issue, but also there's other things that it affects too, such as what?
Sure. I mean, it can affect a person's whole body. Tremors are very common in people with Parkinson's disease, where you would see somebody shaking, perhaps.
Okay.
Movement in general, so walking, talking, getting around, speech, a lot of cognitive issues, and a neurologist is who you would see to get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. So it is a heavy brain disease, if you will, that affects anywhere in your whole body, and it can affect everyone totally differently too, which is the hard part to diagnose.
So let's look at some of the statistics that you had sent over earlier. So Parkinson's disease is the 14th leading cause of death in the United States.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's unfortunately, there's about 1 million people with Parkinson's disease in America right now. And it affects about 1.6 of all Americans living over the age of 65. Wow. So it's typically a disease that affects you when you're older, but it can affect you much younger than that. We would call that a young onset diagnosis, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the earliest age? Do they have a statistic like that?
I don't know the youngest, but it has affected people of all ages.
Okay.
It is definitely more common in the older population.
Okay.
But Definitely. I mean, I just met someone not that long ago who was diagnosed in their 30s. So it can really affect you at any time.
Early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then cost, huge costs.
A huge cost, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge cost both for America, you know, with our national healthcare system, but for an individual to pay for, you know, the doctor's visits, the medications that would help alter the disease, and day-to-day living. It's a huge cost.
Right,
and
something like 14.4 billion or billion, not million.
Yeah, 14.4
wow.
billion
So
annually.
that's big.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the American Parkinson's Disease Association, APDA, is raising money really to support people living with PD, excuse me, support education for everyone really to know more about PD, and then also to support research and really to help people live their life to the fullest.
Now you mentioned that a neurologist is someone that you need to see, but is there also a different kind of specialist too that people should look into?
Yeah, a movement disorder specialist.
Okay.
And really everyone with Parkinson's should be seeing a movement disorder specialist, but sadly only about 40% of people with PD get to see a movement disorder specialist, sometimes based on where they live and where care is available to them, but also just because not everyone with PD gets a true diagnosis and is able to get the care that they really need.
Now, is a movement specialist something that someone would have to be referred to? So would it help a patient to maybe say to their doctor that they're saying, hey, you know, I've got this, maybe I should see that?
Absolutely,
kind of person?
absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Patient advocacy is huge, especially in a disease like Parkinson's disease.
Right.
Yeah.
And is it hereditary?
No, there's a lot of research going into all of the factors that lead to PD, but not that we've found so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to help with this particular disease, you have an event that's coming up. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We're so excited to have the Optimism Walk on April 28th this year.
Okay.
It's going to be at the South Coast Botanic Gardens. It's our second year being there, and it's a beautiful venue. It's a short 1 mile walk, and it's a really family-friendly event. So we invite everyone to come and join us of all ages. And the event it's a really fun-filled day to have, full of optimism and hope and raising awareness and funds to help people with PD in the community and at large.
So what kind of things will you have at the walk? I mean, it's a walk, obviously. What about in and around the walk itself?
Sure. So the walk itself is fully supported. We have rest stops with water and some snacks to get you along the way. And it's a 1 mile loop.
Okay.
So if you do feel like you've bit off more than you can chew, there is also a shortcut. But if you're also feeling a little bit more ambitious, you can do the loop a couple times and do a full 5K.
Okay.
And then back at the start and finish line, we have sponsors who are giving away goodies and talking to people about various products and disease modification, drugs and materials.
Right.
And then we also have, last year we had some chair yoga for folks that didn't want to do the walk, and a bubble machine and some face painting for the kids.
Okay.
And this year we're just building on all of the really great activities that we did last year.
Now, from this event, how is it that you raise money from this particular type of walk?
Yeah, so it's totally free to register. We ask anyone to join us who wants to, and then we encourage fundraising. And there's fundraising levels or prizes. At $100, you get a free Optimism Walk t-shirt.
Okay.
So we encourage everyone to set a goal and fundraise along the way, and we're here to support them through all of that. With a participant center online that helps take donations and issue automatic receipts for any donors, and like I said, prize levels to encourage you to shoot for the moon, if you will. We also have sponsors that come on board, both corporate and pharmaceutical sponsors that come on board that want to support what we're doing.
And approximately how many people did you have last year?
Last year we had a couple hundred.
Okay.
And we're already soaring above last year's registration numbers. So we encourage everyone to come and join us. It's going to be a really great day.
So if you cannot come to the walk, what are some other ways people can get involved?
Yeah, so if you can't come to the walk, I encourage you to support APDA with a donation to show your support, you can do that at our website, which is apdaparkinson.org/CA Walk for California Walk.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And then what about any other types of events that you have coming up in the future?
Yeah, so the walk last year gave us the ability to do a really great 2-day educational forum that we held in Anaheim last October. And it was such a wonderful event with doctors speaking, some care support groups, and just a really informative and great 2 days. We're going to do that again this year. This year we're going to be in Irvine, and we're shooting for October as well. So more details to come soon on that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
good. That sounds exciting because obviously people need to know more about the disease.
Absolutely.
And then other than that, if people want to get involved, then basically they go to the website, and then also
Yes.
they could also call in too.
Yep, they can call and email us anytime. We have a lot of national webinars that we do, so if people just want more information, they can go online and watch some of our videos, do some teleconferencing, but more than anything, we encourage you to come to the walk since it's a free event and we'll have lots of information there.
If someone is diagnosed, I'm assuming they'll be able to refer to a particular type of specialist, but if someone wanted information about a particular type of doctor who can help them with that, would the organization be able to help with that?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. We have a 1-800 number listed on our website, and you can also contact us through the website. But we have information and referral specialists that would
Great.
help you kind of navigate a newly diagnosis.
All right, that's
Yeah.
excellent. Well, thank you so much for the information.
Thank you for
I
having
wish you
us.
luck on the
Thanks.
Optimism Walk.
Yes, it's going to be a great day.
All right, and if you want more information, you can always go to their website, or you can actually email at cawalk@apdaparkinsons.org, or you can call their phone number at 310-486-0153. We'll be right back after this with the India Club.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Join the American Parkinson's Disease Association for the Southern California Optimism Walk on Saturday, April 28th, and help raise funds and awareness that will make a difference. Join us at the beautiful South Coast Botanic Garden for a fantastic day filled with inspiration and hope. Register online or call us for more details.
Well, with me right now is Monty Westall. He is a resident here in Laguna Woods Village, but more importantly, he is a user of MedBox from AmeriPharma. We're going to talk about that right now. Monty, welcome.
Thank you.
How long have you lived here in the village?
Since 2011.
Okay, so about now what? It's
It's
about
going on
7
7
years.
years
Yeah,
now.
it's 2018, right. And before there, where were you?
I lived in Aliso Viejo for almost 20 years.
Okay, so
I've
you
been
are a
very
native.
close. Yeah, I'm a native of this area.
Well, great. So let me ask you something. How did you come across learning about AmeriPharma, about the MedBox product? Where'd you think about, wow, that's like something that might benefit me?
I saw it on television. I saw the first ad, and it happened right after I had done my weekly chore of separating all my pills and putting them in 2 boxes for the week, one for the morning and one for the evening.
Yeah.
And it's just such a tedious chore. It's not hard, but if I mess up,
right,
then it's on me.
Yeah.
So when I saw the ad, I thought, wow, this is a no-brainer. It's just everything that I could want. I mean, it's a service I'd actually pay for.
Yeah.
But I get it for free if I go with AmeriPharma.
Now, how did you go about that? What was your first step?
Well, I
Did you
called
call
the
AmeriPharma?
800 number,
Okay.
and they asked me some questions, and they got the name of my doctor, and they contacted my doctor so they could switch my prescriptions from Walmart to AmeriPharma. So I picked up, by the way, another time saver. They deliver it right to my house, so I don't have to go wait in line in Walmart anymore.
Yeah, well, that's a big benefit, isn't it?
Right.
Not having to actually go to a pharmacy. Right. And when the process, when you first started that process, about how long did it take? You probably already had some medication you had to go through.
Oh yeah, I was about to renew my medications, so at that point I switched over to AmeriPharma, and they took over the responsibility of getting my prescriptions right.
Right.
But what's really important is I have to take it morning and evening.
Yeah.
And so reminding myself to take it, it's a lot easier when you've got this box staring you in the face when you brush your teeth.
Right.
So it's just a great system, and I feel a lot better about meeting my own responsibilities with the help of AmeriPharma.
And they just deliver it to you.
Right
for
to your
you,
door.
is it once a month, or how does that work?
Well, I get my prescriptions on a 90-day basis.
Okay.
And so I get 90 days worth of pills in a box, and then by the time I run out, there comes a new box.
So you don't have to contact them?
The only time I have to contact them is if my doctor changes my prescription.
Okay.
Okay, and so he'll note that directly to them because they maintain a relationship with the doctor.
So it's not something you really, I mean, obviously you're going to go see your doctor. Your doctor's going to
Right.
consult with you, tell you if there's any changes, but then they, of course, your doctor communicates right with AmeriPharma and they take care of that.
That's right. That's right. Just like if you were at Walmart and you had a change in prescription, they
Right.
would contact your doctor. That's what AmeriPharma
Yeah,
does.
and as you said, this doesn't cost you any more.
It's actually a valuable benefit or a service that I'd pay for just to get rid of that responsibility and the chore, but they provide it for free.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same cost. And my copay and my insurance remain the same.
And it's very convenient, as you have the box right here.
Yeah.
You just go through right in the day.
Right.
And pull out, and you know, it's
yeah,
here, here, I'll hold this up here, people can see, but it go ahead, it right on the label. I know that's a little hard to see, but it shows what the prescription is, and it has your time, and so it doesn't, you know, you don't have to worry about that, but you can always double check it, and then the next day or next time comes around, and there it is, right?
And I don't have to pick up any more pills that I've dropped on the floor.
No, no. You know, that's got to be a huge benefit, because I can just imagine, I'm not at the point where I have to take anything, but if you're taking even 2 or 3 every week, you got to kind of dole it out in those little boxes or whatever it may be.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, with this too, I would think maybe you're going to go away for a few days. You can either take the box with you or maybe pull out exactly what you need.
That's another great thing. Yeah, just take out the couple of days worth of prescriptions and pack it in my bag.
Very nice.
But I think that this has made my life so much easier in a very important part of my life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
managing your own prescriptions.
Yeah, making it convenient is fantastic.
I think that anybody that is dealing with prescriptions the way I am, they've got to try this, because it just saves so much time, and it's another load off your shoulders.
Yeah, and so for you again, you contacted AmeriPharma first, gave them your information about your primary care doctor, and then they dealt with the doctor and the medications.
A couple of phone calls was all it took.
Yeah, and then you get your first box.
Right.
And for you, it's every 90 days.
3 months, yeah, every 90 days.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice too.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I'm glad you found this, found the med box from AmeriPharma, and it looks like you're enjoying living here.
I am. I mean, the golf here is fantastic. The people here are great, and the security's tight. So this is one less thing I have to worry about.
Yeah.
as I enjoy my retirement.
Yep. All right. Very good. Hey, it was great to meet you. I hope I see you again.
Well, thank you, Ken.
All right. You take care, and we'll be right back. Okay.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I have really learned to love Dr. Farmer, and through the years, almost 20 years now that she's been my dentist, and I highly recommend her to anyone here in Laguna Woods or in Orange County looking to establish a relationship with a dentist who will be there for them and take care of all of their dental needs.
Near Snooty Fox Restaurant behind Coco's.
Well, we are in store for, I want to call it a very colorful segment, because every time Susmita comes on from the India Club, it's colorful. And she always wears these beautiful outfits, and today is no exception. And also you brought along Sashi Jolata.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes.
Close enough?
Yes.
All right. And you as well are all dressed up very beautifully. And I have to ask you, is this like every day, like when you go to...
in India?
No, yeah, well, both here in India.
Yeah, well, they have some everyday clothes, a little bit easier than wearing shari. But that's true. Some people still, they wear every day. It's every day, like going to school, they wear this shari, they're going to business, working at home, always.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. They really
Thank
are.
you,
Every
thank
time
you.
you come in, it's always going to be, what colors it's going to be. And I want to welcome you both. And you got a couple things you're going to talk about today.
Exactly.
And the first one we're going to talk about is your club meeting that's coming up on March 24th, or excuse me, that's, yeah, it is March 24th, Saturday, I was going to say.
Yes.
At 11:30. And it's going to be a movie day and a champagne brunch. And you're going to be showing this movie that's a very high-end Bollywood movie, right?
Exactly. And not only that, it was acclaimed to be one of the best movies ever. And this movie is 2 characters. And well, I'm not going to tell the story because everybody can come and enjoy that. And we have English subtitles. So it is a Hindi movie, Bollywood movie, but with English subtitles, and we will have introductory information. So it shouldn't be.
Here's it on the screen. Is it a musical as well?
It's a musical.
Okay.
It's a musical Bollywood movie, and it's award-winning also at the same time.
And I imagine it's a romance.
It's a romantic drama, and it revolves around lead 2 characters, Lalita and Shekhar. They were lovers since childhood, and then later on, some problem comes up, and then with a conniving scheme from
as it always does.
Yeah, from the guy's father, things went differently.
Yeah.
But it ended well.
Now, when was this made?
This was made 2005. Yeah.
Okay, so fairly recent movie.
It's also based on a very popular novel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, a Bollywood movie.
Yes.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yes, Bollywood movie is always colorful.
Yeah.
And particularly this time, because we are celebrating Holi, which is a festival of colors, so we chose a colorful movie.
All right, and I remember one time you came on, you were talking about the movies there, and how they're made very fast. I mean, they churn out the movies there much quicker than Hollywood does.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing.
Exactly. They're the most producing movie in the whole world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost how fast we produce soap operas and things like that. Yeah.
Right.
And that's going to be shown coming up on Saturday. Now, as you just mentioned, and you're going to talk about this, the Festival of Colors. Is it Holi? Is that how I pronounce it?
Holi.
Holi, okay. So tell us the history about this. I know people have probably seen photos of this and video of this. We have some on the screen, and the colorful powders and the flowers, and it's a celebration of life, right?
Yeah, Holi is a very popular festival of India. It's also called the Festival of Colors. When people, they get together, they go into streets, with and meet people. They sing along, and everybody, like, they old and children and older people, you know, men, women, they all get together and, you know, they have fun in the streets. And the legend is that this festival came across, there was a king called King Kashyap, Hiranyakashyap. He was a demon king, and he had a son called Prahlad, and the Prahlad was just the opposite. He was a very pure soul, and he was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and King Hiranyakashyap didn't like that. So he wanted to kill his son. And he had a sister who was equally evil, and her name was Holika. So he conspired with his sister to kill his son. And the sister had a divine gift that the fire would not kill her. So they conspired that, you know, that the sister will sit in the fire with Prahlad, and the fire will kill Prahlad, but she will be saved. But it so happened that because he was a great devotee of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, so when the pyre was arranged and they both sat in the pyre, Prahlad sat in her lap, and she was wearing this protective clothing. So when the fire was set, he was saved with that protective clothing. And the Holika, she died.
Very interesting. That sounds like a Pixar movie in the making right there.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
And that's how it got its name, Holi.
And this is something you're going to talk about and celebrate as well, right?
Yes, yes. And at my personal level, I fondly remember the remarkable Spring Festival. We call it, over there, we call it Bashanta Utsav. And I studied at Tagore's University, which is Vishwabharati, university for the whole world. And over there, every year at Shantiniketan, the Spring Festival is a very remarkable festival. And everybody around the world, around India, they all come to watch this festival. It happened, this year it happened March 2nd.
And you were there.
So I was there.
Did you get all the colors all over?
Yeah, we all, each and everyone had to. You know, actually all ages, anybody on the street will be enjoying this with colors. And there is a belief that when you use those powder colors, you sprinkle over everybody, you know, on the day, plunging of colors and color powder and dancing, and that's the regular way of enjoying Holi. They say that it used to happen like chicken pox is a very bad disease that people used to have. And said with that color dust, that if you have them on the day and then you wash them off later on,
right?
But then that prevents you from having that.
All right.
It's like a protection from that chicken pox.
I want to mention again that coming up this Saturday, your champagne brunch.
Yes.
And if people want to sign up for this, I know they can, if you go online to the India Club, you can get information.
Yeah.
But they need to RSVP, right?
Yes, please.
And it's $10 for members, $15 for non-members.
Exactly.
And the number is 949-295-1418.
Yeah.
And again, if you go on the website, go to the club pages, the India Club, you'll have that contact information there. But it's this Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's going to take place at Clubhouse 1 in the
Right.
main
You
lounge.
don't need to travel 10,000 miles to enjoy this Spring Festival. You will be coming to Clubhouse 1, 24th of March, which is just this Saturday, 11:30.
All right.
And we'll have a champagne brunch. And as most of the people here, they love Indian food, and there will be a very special food this time.
Ah, very good.
And then it will followed by the movie.
All right.
Enjoyable movie.
So a full day of fun.
Full day
Thank
of
you,
fun.
ladies.
Thank you very much, Ken.
Well, it's always great
and
to
I
have
hope
you
to
on.
see everybody, Laguna Woods, come forward.
And dress in your most colorful, right?
Yes, just anything, dress up. We don't mind at all.
All right. Thank you both
we would
for,
like to
for
have
coming
you.
on.
Sure.
Nice meeting you, and
Thank
nice
you
seeing
very
you
much.
again. I know we'll see you again.
Thank you,
And
Ken.
next time we'll see what she wears.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back. Even your ring.
At BreastLink Laguna Hills, we understand the anxiety that comes along with healthcare. That's why we provide breast-dedicated specialists in imaging, surgery, and oncology. We have one center, one team, with one focus, you. Studies have shown that cancer patient outcomes are better when treated by dedicated specialists. This makes a difference for women who want timely, concise, and accurate answers. BreastLink delivers the care you deserve with the quality you expect. Whether you need us now or later, we're always here.
Life changes, but your routine doesn't have to. With Coastal Medical Alert, you are never alone. With Coastal Medical Alert, there are no hidden fees, setup fees, and your installation and activation of your device are absolutely free.
Coastal Medical Alert is a wonderful thing to have, and I wouldn't be without it.
Coastal Medical Alert, proudly serving the Laguna Woods community. Call today for more information.
The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is unique in the nation in serving its senior population, our friends and neighbors, with temporary financial assistance. Your donations assist Laguna Woods residents in maintaining their quality of life by providing help with medical bills, food, respite care, Meals on Wheels, and other emergency needs. With village support, the foundation continues to help our residents. Can we count on you to donate?
Christine and Jack for the Jewelry Box.
Hey Christine, after being voted best jewelry store in Orange County every year since 2011, don't you find it kind of odd that there are still folks that don't know about the previously enjoyed jewelry we sell?
Yep, it's a shame, Jack. You know, we buy from our customers at great prices. Our master jewelers refurbish the best of the best, and we sell at prices way below other jewelers.
So that's the reason we're still #1.
It's one of many, Einstein.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
We got some movies, and then we're going to talk about sports.
Yes.
All right.
What do you got?
I have got a movie that I really enjoyed. It's another Marvel movie, Thor Ragnarok, and if you like the whole Marvel universe, to me this was one of the best because it was, parts of it were just very, very funny.
It was.
It had great characters in it, and it tied in with the previous Marvel movie, as they all do, and it ties in with the upcoming Marvel movie, the Avengers Infinity War. So this one stars Chris Hemsworth as the God of Thunder, Thor, of course. And it's all about how he is in prison at the other side of the universe and finds himself in a race against time to get back to Asgard, which is his home, to stop Ragnarok, the destruction of his home world and the end of his civilization at the hands of an all-powerful new threat, the ruthless Hela. And you've got
sister.
Yeah, his sister.
The sister.
His
Oh,
sister.
sorry. She's
And
nasty and
yes,
powerful.
And the Hulk is in this, and it's really just a very well done movie. Yeah. I enjoyed this very much. And I want to tell you both on this movie, and Lisa will tell you about Justice League, as usual with these movies, stay tuned for the credits, because there's always a little bit at the credits end, and there's like another 30 seconds to a minute of story that builds to the next.
I know, I don't know why everybody leaves, but it's like, no, and there's usually, 10 people left in the whole audience, including me, because I know he's waiting for something, and then so disappointed when there isn't something.
Yeah, so Justice League.
So we have Justice League, and that has Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and it's directed by Zack Snyder, and this is a really fun one. I mean, we've got everybody in there. We've got Wonder Woman and Batman and The Flash, who is hysterical in it, kind of a young guy, and then we also have Aquaman. So this is fueled by his restored faith in humanity and inspired by Superman's selfless act. Bruce Wayne enlists the help of his newfound ally, Diana Prince, to face an even greater enemy. And like I said, it is super fun. And that's going to be on Monday, March 26th. And both of our movies are brought to you by Hogue. So super fun stuff.
Yeah, so if you're into the superheroes of super fun, you've got a choice, Marvel world or DC world.
Yeah, either one.
Never the two will meet, I doubt.
No, probably not. Although sometimes I always wonder if there's going to be a crossover.
Yeah,
so
we'll see.
Super fun. All right, so for our sports update, We have at the BNP tennis tournament in Indian Wells, Roger Federer lost in the men's singles final in a close and spicy 3-set match. And I say spicy because you never see these two arguing or having an outburst, and for sure they definitely
it's not like
did this
the old
time.
days of McEnroe.
Yeah, oh, I know. So he lost to Juan Martín del Potro of Argentina, and in the first set, Potro won 6-4. In the second set, Roger won in a tiebreaker, 10-8, and then he lost in the third set in a tiebreaker, 7-2. Federer, age 36, is a 20-time Grand Slam title holder, and this loss was not very easy for him. And in women's singles, Naomi Osaka of Japan won the title in 2 straight sets, 6-3, 6-2. And in golf, at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, McIlroy came in with an 18-under, and Tiger Woods is back. He held firm in the top 5. Turns out this golf tournament was watched by more people than the NCAA championship this past weekend, with viewership up, hoping to catch a glimpse of Tiger Woods' comeback. And in March Madness news, we move on to the Sweet 16 with 8 teams starting us off tomorrow night, and then again another 8 teams on Friday. Okay, you sounded excited about that.
Yeah, well, great matchups, and of course we know the loss of Virginia, but I have to mention the women's team of UConn, who set records over the weekend. At the half, it was 94 points they had scored. It was like 94-28. And they won, I think it was 140 or 141 to 58. I forget the other team that they went up against, but they broke all kinds of records. I turned it on, I'm looking at it, 94-28, wow, that's the end of the game. That's a big, huge margin. And then I looked, I'm going, it's the half. Yeah, just remarkable. You know, if you get a chance, watch some of the women's. I mean, seriously, they are great competitors. And watch the weather, because we're in for a lot of rain.
I know, we keep telling us about the rain.
You know, it got pushed off. Remember I told you yesterday it could kind of stall out and go a little bit slow, and it has. Today, it's up there in Santa Barbara, Ventura County, Upper LA County will be getting it, and then it'll move down to here. Looking, maybe, we might get a little stuff here and there as we get to later on the evening. Mainly overnight tonight, we'll start to get it heavy. Early morning, 3, 4 o'clock and into tomorrow. Okay. So they are being prepared for that.
Okay, and and let me just tell you what's coming on tomorrow. We have Jennifer, well, we might not have Jennifer Carmarker, but we will have Globe highlights for you tomorrow, and then Lisa Bartlett's coming in.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.